What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, I'm going to be focusing on the mini crawler table that I have. Now, you may have seen this thing already in one of my previous videos where I basically made this 8x4 table from scratch and put all the features that you kind of see behind me now in gray, not the ones in white, it's focused now, together and ran this thing for the first time. Since having the table for a little bit, enjoying it myself as with my kids, and watching some other videos and things like that, my daughter came to me and said, "Hey Daddy, it would be really cool if our table had a tunnel." So I went ahead and put in 2 tunnels because one wasn't enough, as well as updated a few of the obstacles and features and put another uphill climb. So the idea behind this one was to A, give her the tunnels that she was after, but as well as make some really challenging lines that would be more for a built 24th scale RC crawler. So as in my first video, guys, the idea behind this table is I wanted there to just be a mess of wheeling and lines that you could pick from. Now, I'm gonna make it as challenging as I can. The idea behind this line here is to struggle, for it to not be easy, and for it to not be easy for a built rig. I don't want to just put my rig on there and be like, zip zap, up, done. You know, like, I want to work on it. I don't care if it rolls. I don't care if it's not going anywhere. Like, if I could make this climb like 1 out of every 10 times, I'd be happy, because then it becomes a challenge, and challenges are fun. So anyway, enough of the talking. I'm going to get out the roll of plaster. I'm going to start laying this down, because then I get to the fun stuff, which is paint and actually getting this table to looking nice again. So anyway, guys, don't go anywhere. Time to get this bad boy moving. Let's do it. So as you guys can see behind me, I got all the plaster laid. Now it is time to give it a couple hours, you know, I'd probably say at least 5 or 6 hours, and let it dry. And then what I can do is start, you know, adding in some of the fine details. I can kind of show you what I mean by that there. And you know, some of the stuff you could do is you break up little pieces of styrofoam and you can kind of strategically place and glue them and then plaster over it, so it gives it more of a finished look. This is a straight edge, you know, I'll kind of make that a little bit more jaggedy, kind of like this area here, you know, just kind of clean stuff up a little bit. But in general, that stuff is a lot easier to do once you get your first base level of plaster on, and then you're kind of going for your look appeal. What is up, YouTube world? Coming back here another day, and I got the addition to the mini crawler course done. So there is definitely some really cool new features that this table has to offer. All around my course, there is tons of just loose rock, loose sort of gravel, and kind of ballast, which is all over the place, you know, so rocks will fly, tires get kind of slippery on spots and stuff like that, you know, and I do that because it just kind of helps keep a realistic feel when you're out there. You're never going to be wheeling on perfectly just bare rock, at least on the East Coast where I am. There's always going to be dirt, debris, you know, gravel, rock, you know, smaller rocks, stones, mud, you know, all that kind of fun stuff. I'll show a quick clip of my full-size rig here. As you can see, big rock face, but lots of little rocks and the sort of smaller stuff kind of being kicked up and moved around. Now, there were two things that I was trying to accomplish and achieve, which I think that I have done. One was my daughter asked for a tunnel. She got two, one here, one there. And I wanted some new sections where I could take some of my more built mini crawlers, throw them on the table where I was actually being challenged, struggling, and even, you know, maybe not making, you know, certain lines with, you know, some of the different style crawlers that I have. I wanted something that was going to be extreme, something that was going to be challenging, and fun, of course. We're going to start on the right side of the table and work our way left. So this is the first tunnel. Now, if you watched my first video when I was putting this course together, this is the sort of mud pit where I have the plastic BBs. That has stayed the same, but obviously I built up, made kind of a overhill climb and a tunnel. So that is kind of cool. The other big change, which was this big giant monstrosity right here. So I added on to the uphill climb. So I made another tunnel, which is kind of cool because it goes through. This side here is pretty flat, heavily sanded, lots of grip. You know, as you kind of get into this area here, you know, this is more of like a medium section. You know, I would say it's more like mild here, then it kind of gets hard as you kind of get into that big, you know, kind of area right there. And then this area here, you know, I would say is definitely pretty hard. I mean, I would say there's some more medium lines that you can kind of get kind of going up here or here, you know, but once you start getting into some of like the seep stuff, you kind of come around this side. I kept part of that V-notch, and once again, you know, camera doesn't do much justice, but you guys will see on video soon. And I didn't add a lot of grip to it because I wanted to kind of keep it hard, slick feeling, you know, really have to work for that line. You know, so definitely pretty pumped with that. And then obviously as you guys kind of come up this face here, you know, it is just big, you know, fake rocks, things that you can get snagged on, things that are going to shimmy you sideways. Anyway, let's dive in. Let's fire up my mini crawler. Let me show you this table. All right, so I'm gonna start on this front climb section here. It is pretty cool. I got my little guy racing parts comp chassis on the course. This thing is running the X Factor frame kit, and I decided to chop up a Jeep Gladiator body. Obviously, I am a big fan of all and everything Jeep. So, you know, I do like their truck body that they have, but I wanted to go something a little bit different than you see. So I think this is pretty cool. And I might actually make quick work. So I have been pre-running these lines a little bit, so I've found some of the sweet spots. And maybe I just jinxed myself. No, definitely not going to walk it as easy as I thought it was, but I definitely need to hook it more here. There we go. Nice. All right, cool. So that first section, not too bad. All right, we're going to take her up and over the top, and I'll drop her down the backside here. Alright, so now I'm going to bring her up the area that I just dropped down. I got her flipped around here. Now I will say is that even though this comp chassis has got a really long wheelbase, I kind of maneuver this thing in lots of different areas that, you know, would seem very unassuming that this thing should be able to turn in, but you know, kind of find a way and make it work. So I haven't been able to really get this left side here with the bumps with this thing. I can do it with a couple of my rear steer rigs. And I usually end up having to kind of take either more of a middle line or a right line with this. And most of the time I have to give her a little bump, a little oomph, because it is steep. Let's see if she'll do it. Whoop, let me see if I can save that. All right, not a bad save. Nice. And this thing is giving me hell right now. There we go. All right, we did it. Maybe. Come on, baby. She is fighting for grip. Yeah. All right, we got it. All right, so I'm going to show you one of the gnarly lines that I have on this side of the table. Chances are, if I don't hook it right the first time, she might get a little tippy and rolly. But this comp chassis, the long wheelbase, it just does amazing things here. Yup, there we go. I got her. As you guys can see right here, it's just steep. It constantly wants to be dropped off that ledge there on the left. You know, I'm right now three-wheeling in it, so the front driver's side tire is barely hooking. But once it does find some of that traction, and I can get past some of these sandy sections right here, she should walk right up past that part. Nice. All right, we're gonna try this little V-notch climb in the back here. This also is another challenging one. Sometimes I can get this thing, sometimes I can't, but we will see what kind of appetite this thing has for it today. Now I need to recenter my line there. Let's try that again, a little slower this time. Let's see if she'll bite. Maybe not. Woo! All right, now I am offline. I'm about to dump on the other side of this thing. Let's see if I can save it. Woo! I don't know. I am rear diff hung up. I am all offline here. Oh, she is going. Yeah, baby. There we go, baby. All right, so this line is not this guy's buddy today. I've done it before, but for whatever reason, she's just giving me hell at the moment. And as I mentioned earlier, that was the idea behind this edition, is that not every time that I bring my crawlers out onto this table am I going to be able to do certain lines. You know, now that I've messed with it a little bit, you know, I know sort of some of the lines where it hooks grips that I need to turn into, but even so, you know, I kind of know the line for this one. I'm attempting it right now, but she just wants nothing to do with it. So anyway, guys, that is a wrap. It is time to enjoy some more of this kind of winter season with my kids, with the table edition. They're gonna enjoy the heck out of the sort of updated mud pit, you know, with the tunnel and their other tunnel, and obviously I get to, you know, play around and enjoy as well with some of the kind of updated harder sections. I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely be sure to give this video a like, drop a comment below, let me know what you guys think of sort of the addition behind me, and be sure to subscribe. I do throw out full-size wheeling content, fabrication work that I get to do on my full-size rig, and then of course my new fun mini crawler stuff that I get to do with my kiddos. So definitely be sure to come along for the journey. But anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for stopping by. God bless, and I'll catch you guys next time.